Hi, Barbara. Oh dear, let's see. I'm looking at my music and I'm going to go over everything that I think I need some work still on. And Avalanche, I feel pretty good about the speed. I tried to get it to 160 beats per minute. I'm not there yet, but I am on the way. Sometimes I feel like, what is this note? I've never played this note before. Or if I'm just looking at the keys and then I look up to the music, I can't find my way back. So um, on Avalanche, I would say some of my sticking points especially is the uh, hand over hand arpeggio going into the notes, the full chords, like into measure 28. I get a little hung up there, or into measure 44. I get a little hung up there. And then in measure 57, the fortissimo piano, I'm having trouble with the arpeggio of the A, C, E, and A again. Kind of reaching that, it sounds really muddy. What else? I keep practicing measure 67 on the right hand. I'm almost there, still not up to snuff, but I'm working on it. So overall, I feel pretty good about the speed. Definitely lacks fluency. Definitely a bunch of misplayed notes, but on my way. Far From Home. I love this piece. It's super sweet. And I have no problem memorizing measures 1 through 4. It then becomes measure 7, 8. For some reason, I'm getting hung up there. Measure 13 through 16. And then from 17 to the end, I am pretty well versed on memorizing it. But it's just some of these measures I was not, I didn't spend enough time on this piece to memorize it fully, but I will for next time. Then a magic game. Hopefully I got the down up, the 2-note slur, and the left hand, sort of this up touch. Hopefully I got that together. I will say it's definitely not my favorite, probably because I'm not crazy about children's kind of sounding music. I was the same way when we sang children's lullabies in chorus. Anyway, not my favorite. Did I find it easy? I did find the measures 1 through 18 easy. The tricky part was measure 19 through 32. I found that a little tricky, going from the staccato to the held quarter notes. So just food for thought. But in general, it seemed relatively easy. It sounded super easy. I redid the Wednesday's Waltz, take 2. And I do agree with you. It does sound better at the upper register, higher octave. And so I did pull it up. I'm noticing that my shirt is a little wrinkled. Okay. All right, I am not retaping this. Wednesday's Waltz, thank you for the conversation about measure 8. I see the logic of coming down to the, I came down to the D, so F, E, D. And then at the end, I sort of played around a little with measures 13, 14, before I went into 15. and 16. So I changed that up a little so it sort of stayed up there and was a little bit reminiscent of perhaps the beginning. So Wednesday's Waltz. I did tape the Scherzo in F major just as a way to prove that I'm still kind of practicing it and keeping it in my repertoire. For some reason, when I press play on the video, it's just like one mess up after another. With the Scherzo, I would say, something I've continually haven't had an issue with is the legato line in measure 14, 15. So that continues to be slightly problematic. I am working on measure 9, where we go from the fifths, fourths, thirds, and just kind of making it more of a emphasis on the first beat. Not super fluent there, but I can play all the notes. Okay, Path of the Wind. I would say I probably play this at least once a day. And sometimes I'll just play sections like the beginning or the end. Beautiful piece. I'm trying to make it a little faster. And again, what I find is if I'm looking at my hands and not at the music, I cannot find my way back to the music. I'll look up and I'll be like, oh my gosh, where am I? So that's where I am with Path of the Wind. I will continue to practice. In May, I will be out of town for at least a week and a half, almost 2 weeks in May. So I'll probably space out my lesson accordingly. But I hopefully am going to be at a hotel. I'll be in Juneau, Alaska at a writer's retreat. But hopefully there will be a piano in the lobby and I will bring the music that I play a little more fluently. So, and I'll practice that when I'm there. Okay. I think that's about it. I spent 10 days in Virginia with my sister and that was like family drama, but it's over. I'm back into my daily drama and we are probably 80% done with the bathroom remodels, so that's good. And then we can deal with the dust. And I'm looking forward to hopefully springtime arriving. It did snow this weekend again. And probably for you, autumn is arriving. And I hope that everything's well with you. And what else? Oh, I got my hair cut too. Anyway, okay, hope everything's well, and I look forward to our next lesson. I did do the major minor, the minor and the relative major lesson again. I did do the worksheet, so I will send that to you. And that does make sense. Whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. Makes sense. The scales, I find that if I am looking at the notes, or at the piano, I do a little better than if I don't look at the piano. So I'm still working on that, but I'm better. And what else? I think that's it for now. Okay,